I'm super excited to interview this team here today. So first off, tell me when you sat down with the developer and we were talking about maybe like a lot of developers and real estate investors, they just want to maximize the return and scrape lots. Let's talk about the essence of we're doing less units now. We've scaled back the number of units, as well as we're keeping more than 50% of the trees. And then also let's talk about, I believe it was really important to you guys to make sure that each tribe or set of homes, every window or every vantage point, you were staring out off into nature. You were seeing some form of vegetation, jungle, things of that nature. Can you guys talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Well, initially, yes, Eric, as you said, the developers, they want the numbers to work, so he wanted to do 60 units at the lot. He also was interested in doing something different and not the same kind of development. Where you do homes, where you have the typical street in the middle and the houses to the sides, he wanted to do something different. So in order to accomplish that, we need to reduce the number of units. So we started by that, and he completely understood. So we went on to the minimum number of units for still business, and you can have the margins that you want. And at the end, we ended up with 47 homes, I think. And yeah, our idea was to create all this, leave the car outside of the lot and have basically 90% of the lot as for pedestrian use. Yes. So you can have, even in the common areas, you don't have to worry about your kids or dog or whatever if something can happen to them, because everything is completely safe in that sense. And you use all the common area space as usable space for the people who actually live there, and not for parking space or other use. That normally in a city, 70% of the public space is used for cars, and only 20% of people own a car in most cities in the world. So there's I think, there's connection there. And then a way to organize the project, because we have a lot of houses, but maybe you don't want to be having issues or having to deal with 45 neighbors. So we decided to reduce, scale down, and have these tracks where you only have to deal with 4 or 3 neighbors, and maybe it's easier to know who you are living next to in this case.
Sure.
And I think it's friendlier at the same time.
Yeah. Can you talk about the essence of the tribe aspect from a community standpoint? I have a lot of clients who are right now looking at like friends like Matt and Jason and other groups of friends who are literally thinking about each of them picking up a house in a tribe so they can all live next to each other. Can you maybe dive a little deeper into the mindset and the thinking behind this?
Yeah, what we thought about first is, with 47 houses, if all live in the same area, you don't really know, the neighbors are like all the neighbors. But when you close it down to four houses, so you have just 3 neighbors, it's much more community-wise.
More intimate.
Exactly, because those